So, what began my whole story, and I hope maybe some of you can relate, is music has always been in my life. My family is musically inclined. Everybody played the guitar or drums, or my grandmother played the accordion back in the day. That was a big deal, I guess. I never liked the accordion, but it's an instrument. I mean, I have memories of nobody being at my grandparents' church that could play the drums. So here this lady came, my grandmother, Pentecostal church with a skirt on, and she would come and go do the karate chop pop, right between her legs because she was going to start playing and didn't want to show her little bits and bobs. And, those kind of memories are always fun. And I got to about 14, always played my dad's guitar. This is the one. Like, fiddled with it, broke strings for no reason. Probably irritated him to no end when he had to replace it. But there was a need at my church. We would go to youth group, and they would have the music thing on that you would have to pay a bunch of money, and it had the video with the words that would say whatever, and that was pretty lame. I mean, it was pretty dry. So after talking to my parents about it, and the youth pastor, he was all about it, but he's like, you're gonna have to practice and commit to it. So I think I was very ambitious with it. I learned how to play the guitar, and I was playing about maybe 2 weeks to my first performance. Again, I had experience with dealing with music, playing like hand drums, stuff like that. So rhythm was something that I could do. And I learned quickly the G chord progression, and that started everything. I don't remember the performance that actually went on, my first performance. I remember everything that led up to it. Me and my friend, one of my best friends back then, just started playing, and we excelled pretty quickly. I put a lot of hours, so commitment, consistency always wins over everything. And I just think it's funny that looking back, I can't remember the performance. I don't remember who was there. It was in the evening, I know that. But I do remember sitting on my bed with chord charts, learning to play these chords, and then bar chords were the worst. I learned B minor was my first bar chord, and that was hard. My dad helped me along the way. He kind of was like, here's these chords, which is more Spanish style, E and A minor, and you can go D minor, and then, anyway. So learning how to do all that, getting set up, my fond memories is not on stage, but is hanging out with my friends, learning music, or getting ready for the performance. Man, I've met a lot of cool people because of it. And I don't keep up with them anymore because I don't play as much as I wanted to. So I guess part of doing all this and being on YouTube, I want to push myself to play more. And, it's taught me quite a lot. And in my life, I've been able to make a living off of it. I've had to learn other skills like media, how to video people, lighting, things like that, which I kind of want to talk about. It's simple. You can make it really difficult if you wanted to, or put it in your brain where it's like, I don't want to learn that. But if you're interested in starting up, either doing videos or going live, helping your church out, there's so many different ways that you can go, and it doesn't have to be music. It Doesn't have to be guitar. Guitar is a little bit harder to learn just because of the pain of your fingers and muscle memory. Piano would be a little bit easier. Everything's spread out. I know how to play piano. I learned by a very simple method, which I might actually do a video. You let me know if you want to see these things. And most of the music that you'll hear in the background of all my videos is going to be me playing guitar or piano, because I think that would be cool. But yeah, I mean, what's your earliest memory of music, period? Mine was always going to church and being in there for 3 hours, because it's Spanish church, and just listening to really loud music. And I think that's why I'm half deaf today. So thanks, Dad and Mom and my grandparents. R.I.P. But yeah, it's just taught me a lot about how to learning music and being consistent, learning all these things that have helped me out in my life. Even the job that I have now, although it's not music based, I learned how to edit videos, make videos, because that was projects that I would be put on working a full-time job as the music guy, which is more sound engineering and playing guitar. It's funny how life takes you to places, and I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't something I really wanted to do or enjoyed. I really do enjoy it. All of it. Anything creative that you can do, and if you're making a living off of that, let me know. I want to hear about it. I'm not looking for a new job per se. I like the one that I have. But it'd just be interesting to know your journey. Mine's is a mixed bag. And it's going to continue, I think, especially doing this stuff. I want to get involved with playing more. Having friends on that play. I have family that I can tap into. But it gets me excited. So, in this new year, that's what I want to focus on. Things that make me excited. I have a family. I love them. 2 girls, a wife, and then I have 2 dogs and 8 chickens and a rabbit. I do a lot, but there's certain things that are your thing, and it's your passion, and sometimes you let life get in the way of doing that. And definitely, you should probably pick it back up whenever it is. Don't wait till next month or anything. Just kind of do it, unless you decided to sell all your stuff. And in that case, start saving up and get back into what you're doing, whether it's art of any kind. Music is art. I love that. My sister on this one right here, she did the wood burning, and it's an awesome piece that I love to look at. And I brought it to a luthier, and he's like, "This is amazing. Who did this?" And I told him who, and I asked my sister, like, "Would you want to do something like this for people?" And she said no. She doesn't like wood burning. So I got the one and only. But yeah, that's the guitar I started playing on. Not the easiest guitar to play on. It was not the worst. I remember that's not an electric acoustic. So they used to have those pickups that you put in to the sound hole, and man, that would feed back decently if you're playing a little too hot and asking for more volume. But all things you learn as you're going, So yeah, I think the biggest takeaway for me is it's not about what you work towards all the time. The end point, you get the thing or you achieve the goal that you'll remember. A lot of times for me, it's that process of doing it. And if you hate the process, then why even try the other part? I would say find your passion in life, do it, work on it. And when you look back, you'll see that the actual prize at the end of it isn't exactly what you remember. It's the whole process. So, if you have any thoughts, any ideas for me to talk about on other videos, please by all means go ahead and comment, like and subscribe if that's something you'd like to do. It would help me at least know that someone appreciates the content. These more newer videos I'm doing, early videos that I'm doing with this, probably going to be a little shorter. Definitely not too much of an edit because my computer can't stand it. That's something I'm working toward as well. Getting a new computer so it doesn't crash on me while I'm trying to edit. But for the meanwhile, you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and pick that instrument back up, or set aside space so you can do your crafts or whatever it is you do that you've kind of let go because life got too busy. Remember, you're important, and you're worth it. Bye.